my hunch was correct. Not tonight. I'm kind of over it for tonight, honestly. But hey there, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. Apparently I'm doing like jazz hands today. Today's video is an episode of #FridaySews, the wonderful hashtag created by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room that just lets us get together every week to talk about what we've been up to in the sewing room. I got back from being out of town last week, and have been in the sewing room some, not a ton. My in-laws were here, and then I have had some machine trouble. And then in terms of a life update, I made a video earlier this week, kind of a chatty catch up, so I will be sure to link that above if you just want to know what I've been up to in life and why I took a very small break. It felt like a long time, but I think it was really only like 2 weeks. Anyway, let us get into what I've been working on in the sewing room. Okay, technically I'm going to talk about something from outside of the sewing room first. I am going to do a little cross stitch update. I took cross stitch with me when I went out of town because it's a great mobile hobby, and I wanted to get started on the Hello Sunshine tree pattern by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This is it so far. I got a ton done because I ended up having a lot of time to fill. But when I started it, I was like, this feels bigger. This is the summer tree. I had been working on the spring tree, and I just didn't bring it with me because I didn't have enough to make it worth it, whatever. I just brought this to start. And as I started it, I was working on it, and I was like, this just feels bigger. And guess what? This is Hello Spring. Or Hello Petal, but it's the spring one. So, my hunch was correct. I've made so much progress. I'm gonna finish this. My plan is to do the one for each season, frame them, and then just switch them out as the seasons change. So this one's just gonna have a really big frame for now, and probably maybe down the road I will redo it in the same size as Hello Petal. And then the other two I'm also gonna do on this size count cloth, just because I think it looks so much better than here, especially the black. You can really see that white from the cloth coming through, and I don't love that personally. So that is my cross stitch update. Did a ton, did it too big. That's okay. In the sewing room, I came back and I cut out a couple of things for my toddler. I cut out the bracer back dress from Hello June, which is a free pattern. The Brindle and Twig Bummies, also a free pattern. Christine from Christine Sews a Lot has sew-alongs for both of those that I will be sure to link because they're wonderful. And she's a great teacher. I went to sew those up, I put them together on my serger, and then when I went to do the finishing touches, I started having issues with my sewing machine. It was fine. I went back and forth and I tried it on like some quilting cotton, zigzag stitch, lightning stitch, everything was fine on quilting cotton. As soon as I switched to anything stretch, it went wacky. Like thread was breaking and shredding. So I changed the needle. Was skipping stitches like massively. I did all of the troubleshooting I could think of. And so I took my machine into the shop. I had just gotten it back from being cleaned and had not had any of these issues prior to taking it to be cleaned. And now it's like not wanting to sew knits. So I took it back in. They told me they would get back to me like next week. And then I got a call from them this morning. I dropped it off last night. Got a call from them this morning that they found something in the needle casing and removed it, and it's fine. I went and picked it up this afternoon and practiced on it in the shop, and it was fine. Like zigzag, lightning, on stretch fabrics, problem solved. But now this evening I've been sewing on it, and I was sewing stretch fabrics, and I'm having issues again. So I did switch the needle to a jersey needle, and I did use a different thread than it was threaded with. So I'm gonna go back to what the repairman had put in there and see that's the issue, but I'm using a brand new jersey needle and thread that I've used in the machine before, but I'm gonna take it back to what he had it done with because it was sewing fine when I picked it up. and just see if I can figure it out. Not tonight. I'm kind of over it for tonight, honestly. But just gonna keep troubleshooting and maybe take it back. We'll see. I just don't understand where this came from. Like, it wasn't an issue, and now it's an issue, and it's just very frustrating. Especially because I was so excited. I thought it was fixed. That's okay. Maybe it is, and maybe like it's just a bad thread for the machine or something. I don't know. I'll work on that this weekend. I did, however, finish the racerback dress. It's kind of yucky because I use the twin needle, and you can just, I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the video, but like that's not how it's supposed to be. The tension is wacky. I played around with the tension, but the tension is wacky. There are like loops where there shouldn't be loops and stuff. So yeah, it's technically done, which is real neat, but yeah, it's fine. It'll do the job. She's a toddler. She'll wear it for like 2 months. And honestly, if it gets super messed up or falls apart, I'll just redo it somehow if my machine ever starts working. It's dramatic. It is working, just not the way I need it to. And then, yeah, I have the little bummies almost all done. They just need their elastic casing. They look so weird without the elastic in them yet. I also cut out from the same fabric that is a jersey from, why can I not think? Joann's, that I got like on clearance. The patriotic one with the popsicles, and then the solid blue that the bummies are made from is actually an old navy dress of mine that I just don't wear anymore, and I was going to donate. It's kind of pilling a little bit, so perfect for some little stuff for her. I used the same fabrics to cut out some pajamas for her because she is busting out of some of hers right now. I used New Look 6537, which I got from my friend Lynn. Did VUB, and I did some color blocking with the two fabrics. So it's all cut out and ready to go when my machine is working. I will maybe stop mentioning it at some point in this video, but probably not, because I was so excited that it was fixed, and now it doesn't feel fixed. But I have that cut out and ready to go, so I can make those up for her. And then when I was dealing with it not sewing knits, I still wanted to sew, and I wanted to sew on my machine because I had missed my machine. I have a backup machine. It's my very first machine. It's an old Pfaff, and I love it, like mostly for nostalgic reasons. But my new one has a thread cutter and a drop-in bobbin and more stitches, and it's just nicer. It's just nicer. I upgraded for a reason, but it's just not sewing stretch fabrics. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of do something feel good that was something I've been wanting, something I wanted to do. I decided to sew up New Look 6346. I wanted a denim button front skirt for a while now, a couple months, and I picked this pattern up a while ago. And I also had remnants. I had 1.5 yards and then another 1/3 of a yard, I think. So I was able to make the skirt. I used jeans buttons. I used fabric from one of my favorite dresses as the waistband facing. I did French seams. I wanted a clean finish, but I didn't want to do flat felled seams. So I did French seams because they're easy to me. And yeah, I really like it. I did not have enough of the fabric to make the view A length. So I ended up adding 7.5 inches to view B because view B was shorter than I was comfortable with. So I added about 7.5 inches because that is the max I could get out of the piece of fabric I had, and I actually ended up cutting it all on the cross grain to make it work. But I think it's really cute. Did I already say I made a size 20? It's too big. It like falls down. It doesn't, I wanted it to sit at my natural waist and it like sags down. I have video to include. So as beautiful as it is on the inside, I'm gonna have to take it in just a smidge to get it to sit where I want it to, which is fine. I like wrapped it around me and checked as I was making it, but I guess because it didn't sit on its own when I would hold it up. I didn't get a true picture of where it was going to sit on me, and that's why it just droops. It just looks a little dowdier and not really as polished as I want it to look. I wore it a bit today and just kind of felt like it was hanging off of me and not in like a flattering way. But other than that, I love it. It's exactly what I wanted, just a smidge too big. There were no finished garment measurements for the waist that I could find anywhere, like not on the waistband pieces or anything. They had finished garment measurements for the hips on the pattern piece, but like I don't care about that in this pattern. I needed the waist. So I did measure the pieces, and I don't remember exactly what numbers I came up with, but it was basically my waist measurement. So I don't know. Like I said, it's just a smidge too big. I probably thought it would be okay. And then when I was wrapping it around myself, I was like, okay, yeah, that'll work. And didn't think about the fact that it would droop and look meh. So I'll fix it. Not a huge deal. It won't be as polished on the inside as it is right now, but that's fine. It'll look better on the outside, which is more important. But I still count it as a win. The pattern is rated as easy, and I would agree. It is easy, unless you're scared of buttonholes, but then maybe this is a good pattern for you to do. Or you could do view C or D, which does not, but I think it has a zipper if you do those. Yeah, then you need to do a zipper. So pick your poison, I guess. Do you want buttons or a zipper? The length, I think I do like. I think when I hold it up to where I want it to be, it's just below my knee-ish, and I think I do like that length. I have the space below the zippers to shorten it quite a few more inches if I really want to. So I did leave myself that way to play around with it pretty easily. But I will fix the waistband and then come back to the length, because I think I do like the length. And then the last thing I've been working on this week is an apron for my niece. She's turning 5, and I'm using McCall's 6298, which I got from my friend Michelle. Wow, I'm using like gifted wonderful patterns from great friends. I'm making view C, but I'm modifying it to look like a cartoon character named Pandy Paws because she loves Pandy Paws. I did show this and talk a little bit about how I was changing the face in that chatty ketchup video. Right now it's haunting, but it'll come together. Some more applique to do on it. Thankfully, my old machine, I mean, even my normal new machine is fine on woven fabrics apparently. But also my old machine, I was using it last night because this one was at the shop, and the zigzag on it is fine. And it was great for that. Okay. So even if I have to take that one back in, hopefully I just figure it out. But even if I do have to take that one back in, I can still finish this up because I need to in like the next couple days. That's all I've been working on. Feels like a lot. Mostly frustrations with my machine. That's okay. I still have other projects to work on. And it gave me the push I needed to make that denim skirt that I've really wanted to make. So that was an opportunity that was given to me that I do appreciate. Plans for next week are to finish that apron, and then I am currently taping together the Francesca blouse from Style Arc because Stacy J from Stacy J Studio is doing a monthly make series where every month she picks a pattern. I think she polls the community too. I don't remember. But a pattern is picked and everyone in the community can get it and kind of do it together. And she posts a series of videos helping walk you through it. So she already posted measuring herself and choosing her size. And then today she posted making alterations to the pattern and tracing it out. And then I think next is cutting it out. I haven't finished watching the video from today yet. I'm going to do that while I finish taping it together. So yeah, I am taping it together and then I will pick my size, make any alterations, cut it out. As we go. I don't know, it has kind of a plunging neckline because it has this really cool ruffle on it. So I do think I'm going to want to bring that up a little bit just so that when I bend over, it's not a peep show. And I do want to see where the darts fall because darts tend to be too high for me as drafted, but I've never made a style art pattern before. So anyway, we'll see. First, I just need to tape it together and then go from there. In terms of life, I did post a chatty catch-up video thing That kind of explains where I've been. I say that so mysteriously. I think I only took 2 weeks off of YouTube, and I already had planned on taking like at least one video off because I was on vacation. It just feels like so much longer because I've gotten used to posting twice a week, typically twice a week. So I did kind of a chatty catch up while I was starting to work on that cat apron, and so I won't go into much about my life. I do want to talk about some home improvement projects. While my in-laws were here, we took advantage of the extra hands and manpower to do a bunch of little projects. So my father-in-law and my husband installed a new hot water heater, which is our other one. We don't even know how old the other one was, but it was rough. It was suffering. It was not doing well. We knew it was going to go out like any day basically. So they installed a new hot water heater, which gives us so much peace of mind. I painted the front door this beautiful bright yellow. It makes me so happy. And my neighbor texted me the day after I did it, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your yellow door. It's amazing." And it really is. We hung up a front porch swing so that we could hang out there without having to sit on just on the patio, and redid the walkway area and put in a planter with some flowers and hydrangea bushes. So it's just like a really happy place now. When I pull up to the house, it makes me so happy, and it felt good to get those projects done. My mother-in-law also finished painting our kitchen and stuff like that, so we got a lot of little tasks knocked out, which felt really good. Yeah, that is it. Don't have anything really coming up in life, which is nice. Adam has been working some night shifts, which is kind of makes our routine a little different, but not too crazy, and makes me kind of lonely at night. But I come in here and make videos and talk to you guys, and it makes me feel a little bit better. Let me know what you guys have been up to in and out of the sewing room. If you want to show me what you've been doing, I do have an email down in the description box. I always have it listed down there. If you want to send me emails to show me what you're doing, I really love getting to know you guys a little more via email. I do have quite a few comments to respond to. I mentioned this in the chatty catch-up video that I keep referencing. I just wasn't in the mood to respond, and I didn't want to respond just to respond. So I have a lot of unresponded to comments that I'm going to get to in the next couple days, because I am once again excited and engaged and, just present again. I wasn't really able to be present in this space in any capacity, even as a viewer. But now I am feeling back on track a little more myself, a little more into my routine, and it is wonderful. So let me know what you guys are up to in the comments down below, and hopefully we can chat some this weekend. Whew. I don't know why I got so fast there at the end of the video. Whew. Probably because the time is ticking up. That does it. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you watching and subscribing and commenting, and it is just so wonderful. I will talk to you guys again soon. Hopefully I'll be talking to you in the comments this weekend, and I hope you have an awesome weekend. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.